Hi, Todd's back. We've been talking a lot about September as we wind it down, and,
Yeah.
and really the weeks, days have been, the rainy parts of the month, and then the weekends have been generally nice, and and now this last week it's just going to be okay.
Yeah.
So it's all in all not bad.
When we look back on the month, we're going to remember it for making up for the rainfall deficit.
Right, we needed it.
We got a lot of rain this month, but
Timing was always good.
Timing was great.
Yeah.
Timing was very good, and this week will actually be dry for the next basically 7 days. And when I say dry, I mean limited rainfall. I mean, there'll be a couple of small chances, like this morning. There's some isolated to scattered showers. It's a little wet to start out here in the down east coastline, parts of the mid coast too. Some light showers from Bath and Brunswick, heading up to Topsom, and then all the way through Gardner and into the capital, into Augusta. And there's some more far northern Maine too. But some of us are going to see some fog, so it's a damp start. Down to 3 miles in Freiburg, 2.5 in Waterville, 5 Wiscasset. Nothing too dense. I guess Millinocket down to 3/4 there will limit your visibility a tad. These temps aren't bad though. 55 to 60 degrees for late September. You're starting out pretty nice if you're starting out around 60 in late September. Mild air mass today, tomorrow. Wednesday, this front comes through and starts to chill us off. End of the week will be different. We'll get that autumn feel to return. There'll probably be some frost out there on Friday morning as well. A few stray drops and some fog, so it's damp but comfortable for late September. Then we develop a ton of sunshine as the clouds break and the fog lifts. Mild with a touch of humidity out there too. Afternoon looks mostly sunny. In the evening, you'll notice lighten up over here in Vermont. Some of these storms, while fading and falling apart, will still be able to cross the border, and we could have some rumbles of thunder or a quick downpour from the dinner hour on. But this is going to be pretty late in the evening. I think a lot of any after-school activities, games, practices should be fine, unless you're playing under the lights. That could be a different story. 70, there's your high. Normally 67. So a little better than average. 71 in Lewiston, Freiburg as well. Sanford's probably the warm spot today at 72. Identical tomorrow, and then this front creeps in here for Wednesday and passes through. By Wednesday afternoon and evening, you're going to notice a wind shift, and by Thursday morning, the chill has returned. This is a pretty big high, and it is going to anchor itself right over the northeast, which will lead to a ton of sunshine for several days. The end of the week looks nice and bright into the weekend too. And it's essentially going to lock in the deep south, and it's just going to creep around down there, continuing to flood the deep south, Alabama, Georgia, Florida. Now, Ian just got upgraded from the National Hurricane Center to a Category 1 hurricane. It's near the Cayman Islands right now. It'll pass over Cuba and then into the very warm Gulf of Mexico, where it blows up into a Cat 4 hurricane. And look how slow this thing is moving. So basically from Wednesday all the way into the weekend, it's only going to get a few hundred miles. And it looks like all of the Gulf Coast of Florida here, the west coast of Florida, under the gun from Fort Myers up to Apalachicola. It's going to be big problems with inland flooding, with coastal flooding from storm surge, and quite a bit of wind too, especially near the Tampa area. That's the outlook right now. We'll see if it makes landfall there sometime late in the week. Small crafts are up for us still, with the seas 3 to 5 feet. Southwest winds 10 to 15 knots. Partly sunny today and tomorrow, highs near 70. Can't rule out an evening shower each day. Wednesday, it does stay mild, 65 to 70, sun cloud blend. Thursday, mostly sunny, but it's cool and crisp with a high of 60. Friday morning is going to be cold. We'll be in the 30s, probably some frost around too. Next weekend, still dry. The remnants of Ian could get up the East Coast, but it wouldn't be until early next week, if at all. If at all.
Okay.
So we look good through the weekend too.
All right, sir. Thank you very much for that. Weekend's always good, so thank you.